Okay, what do we need to know about parallel and perpendicular lines? Two very important things. Parallel lines have the same slope. So you can see I've got two lines graphed here. Y equals 3x, or 3 halves x plus 4, and y equals 3 halves x plus 2. Since they have the same slope, you can see that they are parallel. So example 1 wants us to write an equation of a line passing through the point -2, 5 that is parallel to the line y equals 3x plus 1. Wants us to just express it in point-slope form. So, if the slope of this line is 3, and that means the slope of the parallel line is the same, 3. So we just need to write the equation of the line with the slope of 3 through the point -2, 5. So y minus 5 equals 3 times x minus -2. Just changing that to x plus 2. And there is the equation of our line in point-slope form. If we wanted it in slope-intercept, you would just distribute the 3 and add the 5. Perpendicular lines, you can see we've got two lines graphed here. We've got y equals -2x plus 7 and y equals 1/2 x plus 2. These two lines are perpendicular. We can see that. So what's special about perpendicular lines? Well, if you take their slopes, -2 and 1/2, and multiply them, you get -1. So the slopes of perpendicular lines, when multiplied, give us -1. Or another way of looking at it is that they are opposite reciprocals. Or sometimes I'll say opposite flip. Same thing. Reciprocal and flip. Same thing. So if the slope of one line is -2, then the slope of its perpendicular line has to be positive, and then flip 2 over 1, 1/2. Okay? So instead of negative, it becomes positive, and then you flip the equation, or the fraction. So find the slope of the line that is perpendicular to this line. Well, the first thing we need to be able to do is identify the slope of this line. And to be able to identify the slope, we need to get it in slope-intercept form. So start by adding 12 to both sides. Then subtract x. Then divide by 3. So the equation of this line is also y equals -1/3 x plus 4. Now we're not done because we need to find the equation of the line perpendicular to that one. So the slope of this line is -1/3. So what is the slope of the perpendicular line? Opposite of negative is positive. Reciprocal of 1/3 is 3 over 1, or 3. So the slope of our perpendicular line is 3. And that's all it wanted. Didn't want us to write the equation, did it? Of course, you know how to do that if we need to. And I think in the next example, we are going to do that. So write an equation of the line passing through the point -2, 5 that is perpendicular to the line whose equation is y equals 3x plus 1. So the slope of this line is 3. That means the slope of the perpendicular line is opposite reciprocal of 3. So negative, and to flip 3 over 1, we just have 1/3. So the slope of the perpendicular line is negative 1/3. Express the equation in slope-intercept form. I'm going to start with point slope and then solve for y. So y minus 5 equals our slope times x minus negative 2. Distribute the negative 1/3. Oh, I need to start by changing that to plus, don't I? Now distribute the negative 1/3. Okay, and then add 5 to both sides. Negative 2/3 plus 5 is, in decimal form, 4.33. So that's the equation of the line that's perpendicular to y equals 3x plus 1. And that's just a summary. So that concludes our section on parallel and perpendicular.